Hi, Bodacious community. This is Gail. Welcome to my channel, and we've got Tanya Lambert already in. Hi, Tanya. How are you? I hope life is going well. So, it's almost Thanksgiving. So, let's talk about how everybody's going to celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm going to give you an update on where I am, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the fundraising for the service dog. Not to go into detail, but with you all's help, we have sent in almost, well, just a little over actually $200 to CARES. So I am super, super excited about that. I will tell you that I am not at home. I am out in the RV, which means you may periodically hear the sounds of camping, or my phone will tip a little bit, but I hope it's not going to tip much, because that would just be a bummer. But I am streaming from my phone. Had planned to do it from the laptop, but the campground Wi-Fi won't stretch all the way out here. So yeah, what can I do? My husband is outside right now. He's attempting to start a fire. So hopefully that'll go well. I'm going to raise this window here next to me. Whoops. He's got the party lights all strung up. Hi. I'm showing you off on YouTube.
I don't have a fire yet. Working on
well,
it
now.
Hello,
show
YouTube.
it. I'll show it when you get the fire.
Okay.
Tanya Lambert's in.
Oh, hey, Tanya.
Oh. So, yay. I'm doing okay. Tanya says, how are you doing? And I'm doing okay. Out of town, which is a mixed blessing. He's off, so he gets a vacation. But whenever he's on vacation, it's my cue to try to do some filming to show you some pretty cool places. So we will see how this goes. Yeah. I went on the way up here. Well, really, can't say it was on the way. As we were going this way, we swung north and then came south. And so I saw Valerie Lambert, the Black Friday fundraiser that's coming up on Thanksgiving Saturday instead of Friday. It's Saturday. We had collected some school supplies. We did it, the packing on livestream. Well, I actually never got those in the mail, because I would start to send them, and then we would be going out of town at a time convenient for Valerie to get them, or I would be ready to send them and Valerie would be going out of town. So I got those taken to her, and you'll see that in the little video on that Saturday. It's going to be a premiere instead of a live stream that Saturday. So, Tanya, I am so sorry that you broke a tooth. I hope you can get that fixed or pulled, whatever you need to do. We are also joined by Spider-Man Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man the Hero. Use match or lighter, looks great, or nothing else, rub 2 sticks. Yeah, I think we've got a match. Or one of those lighter things, probably. No? Oh, he's going almost, but not quite old school. He's got the match. Whoops. So because I'm doing it on my phone, the conversation in the live stream when I'm hitting the buttons may not flow as well as it does when I'm on the computer. But like I said, the Wi-Fi wouldn't string out here. Tanya says she tried to call the dentist yesterday, but the dental office was closed. It still may be worth calling. They could have somebody after hours that could maybe open it up or get you in. I had a problem with a tooth one time. It was just hurting really badly, so I called the after hours number. And when I did, there was a dentist that went ahead and he actually opened up his office specifically that next day, which happened to be a Friday, and he was able to get me taken care of. So I give him a call. Now that was a Friday. It's not like calling him for help on Sunday, but that's a little frustrating too because emergency departments don't do teeth, and that makes no sense to me. And Peter Parker is saying hi to Tanya. Whoa, sorry, it's wobbling some. But we all think that the emergency department would want to make as much money as possible, including dentistry. I don't know. Tanya says, I have bad teeth, and they're supposed to pull them on the 1st of December, but it broke Friday and tried to call all day, no answer. She has to get all 9 pulled at once on the 1st of December. So, ooh, hopefully, well, hopefully they can still get you in a little earlier for that, at least that one issue. But of course, I'm praying for you for the 1st of December. I've got you on the list. So don't worry. Ooh, Spider-Man the hero is offering to take care of it for free. I bet pliers are in the future there. Stellar Piper is here. Hey, Stellar Piper. How are you doing, Stellar? And Tanya's saying hello to Stellar. So yeah. So if everything goes to plan, I'm going to be with Stellar Piper again this Thanksgiving. Stellar saying, hey, Tanya, sorry about your tooth. Is it hurting? Yeah. Thanks, Peter. LOL, you're too far away. Yep. So, yeah. So what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? I'll be with Stellar. Yay, Stellar got the turkey today. All right. I hope you remember how we showed you to cook it. If not, we'll find out. I'll have a conversation with you before then. Yep, Gail, LOL, Peter Parker is saying. Yeah. Oh, good. Tanya's going to her friends with Archer. That's good. Stellar says, I also bought a roasting pan. Atta girl. And Stellar, it is with very heavy heart that I deliver bad news to you. But the one thing, whenever you move, there's always one thing that you lose. One thing. Sometimes it's more than one. But we have this pan that we have used for cooking turkeys or party mix. Lots of party mix have been made in this pan, and I am sorry to tell you, Stellar, the pan is missing. So no more party mix until we find it. So. Yeah, Peter Piker says you got the bird, LOL. Yeah. Bird and roasting pan. She should be well covered. But because it's COVID, we are going to be taking some precautions, and we're going to go ahead and get the COVID screening done before we go see her. So we're out of town now, but we're going to go home and be there for a few days. Then we're going to get the test done before we leave town, just to make sure. Valerie Reese is here. She says hi, Tanya and Stellar Piper. And Tanya said hi to Valerie. There we go. Yay. And Valerie's saying, Tanya, I got your package. Thanks so much. Yay. So y'all, like I said a few minutes ago, and I'm going to repeat it since Valerie's here, I went out to Valerie's and delivered the school supplies that I had not yet gotten put in the mail. So delivered those. She's going to be able to use them. I got a little bit of footage. I'm going to combine that with more footage I'm going to talk about the live stream a little bit too tonight, the fundraising live stream for her church. And yeah, we'll go from there. So it's amazing when you all hear the amount of work that her church does. Oh my gosh, you're going to be impressed. And so what I'm going to do on that Saturday, instead of having a 7 p.m. live stream, I'm going to be traveling. So I'm going to upload the footage from Seeing Valerie. That's going to be uploaded as a premiere. So we'll still get together. You know, a premiere, for just for those who may not be familiar with it, a premiere is a video that you do and then you upload it just as you would usually, except you click a premiere button and it's a scheduled video. But the benefit of a premiere versus a regular video is you still get to have the live chat going on in addition to, you know, watching it. So if somebody wants to go ahead and comment and stuff, you know, I'll be in there to comment. So it's the next best thing to a live stream, except sometimes it's even better. So it's going to be, you know, we're just going to upload it at whatever time Valerie needs it uploaded. And we do need other channels to come in and participate. I'm going to talk about that. Valerie says the live streams and premieres are on the 28th. Yes. Yes. Tanya, I think it's the 26th. Val says the 28th. And Peter is saying Thanksgiving is on Saturday. No. Thanksgiving is still on Thursday. And we are joined by, I can't see the name real good. Let me tap it. Kitty Boy, hi, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Oh, happy birthday early, Tanya. Yours is the 29th. Happy birthday to you. I'm not going to sing anymore because it hurts you, I know, for me to sing. So I won't do that, but happy birthday early. So, we always joke that one of our fundraisers at church could be to pass the plate so I don't sing. That's how well I do it. But happy birthday. Oh, look, fire's going.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for getting the fire going.
You're very well. Any chance I get to play with fire is a good day.
Like with most men.
Yep.
Fire is good. Whoops. He's got the little lights up. And the little lights, you can't see them, but they're RV lights. And I have to tell you a story about on the way up here, and I don't see the battery I was going to show you. But I'll show you that. Oh, Valerie. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Stellar says I'm not doing anything for Black Friday, but I might do Small Business Saturday. There you go. That'll work. Thank you. Valerie went to the Marine Corps Museum today, and she says it's amazing. I've not been there yet. I'm so jealous. Excited and jealous. Because y'all, our military is so important, and supporting our military any way you can is tremendously important. So, and Valerie knows all about that. So I just heard about the Marine Corps Museum, I don't know, about a month or so ago, and haven't gotten to go. So I'm glad to know it was amazing. Valerie says, hi, hubby.
Hey, Valerie. Hey, Valerie. Yep. Hubby.
And Tanya says, please pray for my friend Melanie. She lost her service dog this past week. And yes. And Valerie says she's sorry to hear that. It is stellar. You know that. And Tanya says that I bet that was neat, Valerie. And Spider-Man is typing in the Lord's Prayer. Amen. So the funny thing that this sounds like a bad joke. The funny thing that happened after leaving Valerie's the other night is my husband did not make campground reservations, so we couldn't get in. So the campground was full. So we're like, okay, we've got the RV, it'll be fine. You know, character building for him with the whole boondocking experience, because with me going to Alaska and stuff, I've been in the van, so I have boondocked probably a significant amount more than him. But that's okay. And boondocking simply means that you are someplace without electricity. So either on BLM land, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, like Arctic Circle, or when you're traveling, it's probably a rest area, a truck stop, a Walmart, someplace like that. So we stopped at this rest area, which was a really super nice rest area, and we set the RV up, and we're getting ready, and that's when we realized that my husband forgot the battery for his CPAP. Oh my gosh, let's see who else. Somebody came in and I missed them. Hold on. I gotta scroll through. I don't see it. Okay, well, I thought somebody came in. Oh, Sorky Stories. Hi, Sorky. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, uh-oh is right. So we don't have the battery, and when you're boondocking, you don't have any access to shore power. So I'm like, okay, we will figure this out. So my idea is, we have the inverter in the car, so why don't we just run a long extension cord out the window and to the inverter in the car? But guess what we didn't have? We didn't have our extension cord. And I'm like, no. So, long story short, a while back, I got this Asperex battery jump starter, and this is not a commercial for Asperex, although I did do a video on it. But part of the Asperex is it will charge 2 devices by USB at the same time, and it's got another little port for a 12-volt outlet, and the 12-volt adapter. So guess what, folks? I did not know for sure if this was going to work, but I was thinking, and I'm like, because we got to do something. And we hooked his CPAP up to this, and he got to run this thing several hours off of this tiny little jump starter battery. Is that not crazy? This thing, I was amazed. This thing is, here's my hand. Oh, you're going to get eat up by that dog. I don't know if you guys hear the dog barking. It's a small dog. He's fine. So anyway, he actually ran the CPAP with the adapter off of this. He was able to get around 4 hours worth of sleep. And I was like, this thing is so small. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. I may wind up getting another one of these. And it does jump off. I was really skeptical. Okay, this thing is like so small. I'm like, how can it do anything? But it actually did jump off our van, not just once, but twice. And if it'll jump off a big van camper, it's a Chevy Express 2500. I mean, so I knew it had some juice to it. But yeah, so how crazy is this? It's just this little bitty thing. Hey, we've got Beverly and John Caldora here. Hey, how are you? Beverly John says, take out Thanksgiving dinner for 2 and hopefully with son, his wife, and in-laws. That sounds fabulous. Okay, Peter Parker, thanks for coming in. You have a good night. And yes, it's 41 days till Christmas. Oh, my stars. And Stellar Piper is saying hi. So, yay. Stellar Piper is my daughter. We just call her Stellar on here usually and shorten it a little bit. So, but welcome. So anyway, I just wanted to share about this little gizmo for you all because I thought it was totally great. And of course, it's got the little jumper cables, so which are so short, but they work. So anyway, I'm gonna put this up now, but I was just so thankful. So I may wind up getting another one of these just because. So we've used it. We've actually used it to charge devices. We've used it to jumpstart the car, but I never planned on jumpstarting the CPAP. So yeah, there we go. Ah, here's the fire now. I don't even know if I'm getting that. There we go. It's really nice to be able to have a campfire because so many of the places that we've been to in the last couple of years, we haven't been able to have a campfire because the ground was so dry that campfires were prohibited. So it's really nice. Sorgi, I'm just glad you're here. I think that's really cool. And y'all, Sorgi mentioned earlier, hubby and I went to Cheddar's the other night, and I put some photos up on Instagram, and Sorgi had to kid me and say his son has influenced me. So I guess, Sorgi, you can now say that your son is an influencer. So there you go. Yeah. But we're glad you came in, definitely. So thank you. No, Stellar, we did not bring marshmallows. I'm sorry. Didn't think about it. Valerie's saying she wishes she had a fireplace to light right now. It's a little chilly. It's Allie. Beverly, it's Allie. I'm sorry it's chilly, Valerie. It's actually, we left 75 degrees at home. But I noticed it was cold when we were at your place the other night. And then, what's the temperature tonight?
71.
71 tonight, and then it's going to be 77 tomorrow. So, which it's good for us that it's warm because we're going dolphin watching on Monday. I'm so excited. So you know, the nice thing about going off season is the campsites are cheap and the whale watching tours and stuff, those are all discounted too because usually idiots don't travel. And I'm sorry, usually people like us don't travel too much during the off season, especially to a tourist or beach area. But of course, we're making the exception out of it and reaping the rewards. And we were on the beach today, and I was a little nervous about going to the beach because you've seen and heard so much about beaches being like jam packed, but this was not. So social distancing, not an issue at all. I'll post some photos later over in the group, and you'll see what I mean. It was really nice because like nobody hardly was out there. So yes, hot chocolate made with cocoa powder and have 3 times the oxidants as green tea. Well, that's good to know because we planned on doing just that. Of course, we packed that before finding out it's hot here. So at some point, if it gets cool again, we're going to try that. So, hi, busy lady. Welcome. Hey, it looks like the gang's all here. So yeah, but we're super, super stoked to be out of town and get to go dolphin watching on Monday. I'm so excited. And how much did you say the campground was? Like, let's say Tuesday night.
40 a night.
40 a night on
40.
Tuesday?
Tuesday was 30.
Tuesday was 30. So we're here with full hookups for 30. It's always a little higher on the weekend. So I guess that's the 40. So that's okay. Yes, busy. You're right. Better late than never. We will take it. We'll take it. Absolutely. So, okay, so Thanksgiving plans. We're getting together with Stellar and her husband, and we're going to do the COVID test. We're going to go home a few days, like I said, and then we're going to do the COVID test before we go out to her house because, just to be safe. She's got the turkey. We've got the stuff for dressing. Stellar said she's doing fine. She ordered some charms and they finally came in today. Yay! For those of you all who don't know, we've been trying to make some jewelry to sell it to go toward the service dog. And like I said, with y'all's help, we've already sent in just a little over $200. I'll give you a more exact breakdown after I get, where I can and I'm not like traveling out here. So yeah, exciting. So yeah, busy lady. I hope so. But this is just going to be a weird year. Yeah, you do need some earrings. You do. $6 a pair, $4 for shipping for up to 3 pairs. Can't beat it. You really can't. And so around half of that will go toward the service dog because you got to pay for the stuff. Maybe a little more than half. So yeah, so very appreciated. Stellar Piper is reminding that there's a bunch on Facebook, and I've got some that I haven't posted yet. So yay! So I'm glad. So what are y'all doing for side dishes and stuff for Thanksgiving? Like with us, Stellar's got the turkey. We've got the dressing covered. Hubby's going to make a pan of dressing. He always does the dressing. And I guess we're going to have a salad, Stellar. Is that on the menu? If not, I just put it on the menu. No. And we've got some green beans too, but they're canned, but that's okay. So, what else did you want, Stellar, for Thanksgiving? Ooh, busy lady is doing mac and cheese homemade. That is yum. Stellar's, oh, okay, so you've already got green beans covered. Stellar's got a green bean casserole on the menu, as well as mashed potatoes and derby veggies for sure, and a salad. So, okay, Stellar, what are derby veggies? Valerie's doing mashed potatoes and gravy. Woman after my own heart. And cranberry sauce. So, yeah, we've got to have cranberry sauce at our house for him, or he goes into a serious decline. Like, we would have to medicate him decline. So, but it's great. So, do you do your gravy? Is it homemade, or do you do a packet? Because homemade gravy is hard to do. I went and I was looking at videos not too long ago, and Jan Creason, she's another YouTuber. She had a video up where she was making gravy from homemade, and it is exactly the way my grandmother used to make it. Homemade gravy. Valerie's doing homemade. There you go. You should do a video about that, Valerie, because it's so hard to make, or it is for me anyway. Let's see. Beverly and John says, I picked out, made a purple glass, and we'll make earrings that might match. Hopefully, we'll get them hand delivered. I think that should work. Stellar, I hope you're paying attention. Oh, we're making Busy Lady hungry. Well, I want your ideas, though. Busy Lady's dad is making the gravy. Okay. And Beverly's got the idea. She says, I told her to order sides and desserts. So ordering is always, honey baked ham, you can order from them. Many, many decades ago, hubby used to work for him. So he used to have to help package and get orders together. And a lot of people ordered sides. Yep, Stellar's going to hand deliver. So that'll be good. I'm glad you all get to see each other over Christmas. Busy says, what's for dinner tonight? We're doing complicated stuff, Busy. We're going to cook some pork chops over the fire out there, which I don't even know if you can really see. And then for veggies, we have got frozen. So we're doing frozen veggies, some couscous, just easy stuff, and pork chops over the fire with this wonderful cranberry maple rub seasoning that we got from Red Stick. We used to get the spice boxes for him until we got overloaded with spice. So, but for over a year we were getting this box, and one time they put in this cranberry maple rub seasoning, and we have been addicted to it ever since. So that's going on the fire. Stellar says, ha ha, would Dad have an aneurysm if I ordered from them? He might. You never know. Oh, now Valerie's got a good idea with fruit salad. How do you fix yours, Valerie? Do you put coconut in it? I hadn't even thought about fruit salad. That's a good one. Which is why we're having this conversation. Busy says, yummy, I want to detox, I think soon. So, curious, are you going to try to detox before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving? Because I have a lot of time if you're going to do it beforehand. So, okay, Valerie says she would love coconut, but nobody else eats it. Aha. Beverly and John says it's been a year since we were together. That is, sorry, I've got a Facebook message. This is in from Amber, and with John and Amber's homestead, and she just saw a sign. Let me see. Okay, she saw a sign. This is going to irritate some people. Food City in Lafayette, Georgia, has a sign up saying no service dogs. So I may have to call them. So anyway, okay, going back here, Valerie Reese says she would love coconut, but nobody else eats it, which I can see that. We run into that when I make a hummingbird cake. I always have to leave the coconut out. And Beverly and John is saying it's been a year since we were together. So I'm glad y'all can do this. I'm glad you can get together. Busy says, before LOL, any tips? I've been eating so bad. I tell you who to check with. Check with Faye over in our group. She's online at Periana Vlogs. She probably will have some good tips for you. She's been dieting really hard, and she has lost a tremendous amount of weight. And it could also be that Tanya Lambert might have some ideas. I really don't know. So, oh, hey, Darius Ortiz is here. Hey, Darius, how are you? New face here. Okay, Beverly and John says, what do they call ambrosia in the South? Disney calls it marshmallow delight. I don't know. I will. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and see what ingredients are in there. If it's marshmallows and coconut and fruit, we may just call it a fruit salad. Oh, good, Valerie. I hope and trust that it was behaving well. So we'll find out. You know, the joke as may be on Food City, not really a joke, but I do some of my shopping at their flagship store, so I may mention that to their management because that's a pretty clear ADA violation. You can't refuse service dogs. Now, they could be having a problem with emotional assistance animals and not really know the difference because a lot of people are really vague on that because emotional assistance animals, they don't have to have any kind of training. They can be pretty much any kind of animal. And the thing is, though, the rules that apply to emotional assistance animals, they're for things like housing and airlines. Okay, and that's pretty much the only special coverage that they get. Now, service animals can go, it's supposed to be able to go anywhere a human normally is able to go, with the exception of some things like sterile environments. But pretty much, I mean, they can go to a salad bar in a restaurant, you know, with their human and things like that. They can go to the grocery store. If they wind up, if the human has a problem, they can go and they have to stay with the human and not be separated. And unless the human needs, like I said, the specialized treatment, in which case they may have to separate them for sterile environment and so forth. But otherwise, no. So I'll have to, I'll do some digging in that because that's part of what got the NIH in trouble when we were up there. And Stellar had to come to our rescue because they were refusing us with Tomlin. And so the end result of that was the NIH, after my complaint to the Department of Justice, the NIH had to rewrite their entire service dog policy to become in compliance with federal law. And they also had to retrain all of their employees to make sure that they understood ADA law. And they had to redo their website and change the service dog policy on their website. So it was a pretty big pain in the neck, but that's okay. They had to do it. And I have argued with hotels who had to go back later and change their policies too. So anyway, didn't mean to get off on that tangent, but Amber just sent it in. So I'll look it up. Oh, good. Valerie says it was well behaved. That's the way service animals are supposed to be. Oh, and service animals, the ADA limits service animals to two different types of animals. It can either be a dog or a miniature horse, one of those two. So, okay. Busy Lady says she calls ambrosia the pink stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, ambrosia also has sour cream. Okay, if it's the one I'm thinking of, sour cream, coconut, marshmallows, sometimes yogurt substituted for the sour cream, like the Greek yogurt, and then different mixed vegetables. Yeah, we just call that a fruit salad. And if it's got jello in it, then it's a jello fruit salad. So hence the pink stuff that Busy Lady is mentioning. So yeah. But isn't it weird that I'm going to move this just a little bit more. But isn't it weird that different regions have different names for things? Like, I don't know about you all, but we have this big, I don't want to say disagreement, but this big conversation with friends every year about whether or not it's stuffing or dressing. And here in the South, most of the time, if it is served alongside the turkey, it is dressing. If it is stuffed inside the turkey, it's stuffing. But that's our thing. What do you all? How do you all have that kind of argument with your friends? Because it gets really interesting. So yeah, I bet that we just call it fruit salad. I'm going to look it up to make sure it's really what I'm thinking of. And I'll have to do that offline. I mean, not offline, but off of the live stream. So, yes, that was him stoking the fire. So if you heard that loud noise, that's what it was. Stellar says, not with my friends, just the husband. Okay, Valerie's saying you stuff a turkey, you dress a salad. Yep, there we go. Valerie's also in the South here. It's just interesting the way you have so many different terms. Like, I was complaining not long ago that I had to roll out my own buggy at the Piggly Wiggly for this is like the third time now I've had to roll my own buggy out at the Piggly Wiggly. So I said that to somebody and they looked at me like I was crazy. Number one, they wanted to know what a buggy was. And I had to explain to them that it's a shopping cart. So we got on the same page for that. And then they're like, don't you always roll your shopping cart out to the store, out from the store to your car? And I'm like, no, Piggly Wiggly rolls it out for you. And so they were flabbergasted because they didn't know that places had ever done that. And I was like, yeah, it used to be a really big thing. Everybody, all the grocery stores in the South used to do that. And it was something that was really, really nice that they did that. But that wasn't the purpose from the store's point of view. The store's point of view, they knew they were getting their buggy back. So, or as some people say, shopping cart. So they hired baggers, bag boys, we used to call them, but women could do it too. And they would roll a shopping cart out. So you didn't have problems with having to do this, taking up a parking space for the shopping cart corral or the buggy corral. And you didn't have to worry about carts being left all over the parking lot or rolling into a car or rolling out in traffic and causing an accident there in the parking lot there. So, yeah. So it's a nice thing to do, but it had some pretty big benefits from the store. And now they're like, who cares? Hey, Lynn's here from Over 50 and Fantabulous. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Now, Lynn hails from the West Coast, and we've got the East Coast covered. Okay, Valerie is saying that Ukrops always did it too. There you go. It's like it's a dying thing, but Over 50 says buggy, so there you go. Buggy dash shopping cart, soda and pop. No, not pop. No. Yeah, we usually call it soda or Coke. What kind of Coke do you want? I still say that sometimes. People look at me funny. Oh, and Stellar is saying it's stuffing if it's in the bird, dressing if it's on the side. Yep. Literally a lady after my own heart. Busy Lady says, pop, LOL. I'm getting a soda now. No, 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 no. And over 50 is saying, hi, Stellar. And she says soda. Wow. We do say soda some in the South. It's actually become more prevalent over the past maybe 10 years. I guess it's an advertising thing. But yeah, but a lot of times I still say Coke. And we'll go out and, sometimes hubby will say, hey, I got to go take this phone call. Go ahead and order for me. And he wants, I'll ask him, I'm be like, what kind of Coke do you want? And he'll tell me, but don't usually say soda too much. Soft drink, yes, we say that a lot. Probably more than soda, actually. Of course, the big thing in the South is tea. I've got some unsweetened tea right here. Beverly and John says, how about beverage? No, we don't usually use that. I mean, certainly we say it sometimes and stuff, but we don't usually use that. Okay, over 50 is confessing. In New Haven, Connecticut, raised saying soda, but when in North Carolina, it's pop. Okay, you must have been on Eastern North Carolina, I will bet. Oh, and Beverly's saying Pepsi, it's head over Coke. Here it's mostly Coke because probably because it originated in the South, and like the first Coca-Cola bottling plant was in Chattanooga. So Pepsi didn't come along until like the next generation or so after the bottling plant was making Coke. We've also got RC Cola and a moon pie is also a big thing. So okay, Stellar says I usually use beverage if I'm talking about a hot drink. There you go. Okay, that makes sense. I don't usually do hot drinks, so that's probably why. But I don't. I think I used it maybe at the restaurant some long time ago when I used to serve. But even then, it was mostly, what kind of Coke do you want? And you can only say that if you're at a restaurant that has Coke, because if you're at a restaurant that has Pepsi, they actually sued a restaurant or two over saying the wrong thing. So that's a really big no-no. So yeah. Speaking of which, I have decaf, unsweet tea. So basically, I have water and flavoring. So, isn't that wild? We have the same thing. And like in North Carolina, the reason I said you must have been on the East Coast, I mean, on the eastern portion, is because when we lived out near Raleigh and north of Raleigh, it was one thing, but like Western North Carolina tends to go more with like Tennessee and the rest of the South. So that's why I said that. I'm punching this button here to see what else Amber said. Ah. So sorry, Amber was just saying expanding upon the food city that's rejecting service dogs. So I'll catch with her later. Okay, Busy. Hey, how did those chicken and dumplings turn out? I didn't follow up with you on that. They look delicious for the photo that you picked. I mean, that you showed. So, and to bring you all up to speed, Busy Lady made chicken and dumplings for the first time the other day. So I really hope your family liked it. And bless this poor girl's heart, she has not yet been to Cracker Barrel. I don't know how this happens. So somewhere along the way, that has to be fixed. Stellar says, saying we live near Raleigh sounds way cooler than it was. True, true. We were like an hour north of Raleigh in nowhere land, up next to the Virginia border. There's got to be something with us living next to the Virginia border.
This is true.
We did our grocery shopping in Virginia then too. And that was at the Winn-Dixie. I don't even know if the Winn-Dixie is still around. Okay, Valerie says that she loves chicken and dumplings, and Dizzy says it was delish. So there you go. I'm glad you all tried it, because it is like the easiest dinner to make on the planet. Of course, I say that, but my dinner is pretty easy to make tonight too, because I'm not cooking it. I usually carefully allow hubby to cook it on Saturday nights. Yes, Stellar, head on over to Busy. She's only a few states away. So there you go. And I haven't seen Laurel tonight. I'll have to check with her and find out how she's doing and what she's doing. She may be on the stream. She may visit us tomorrow night. Because on the other channel, on Sunday nights, we have a discussion, a scripture discussion, and we do prayer. She may come in then. Oh, nice. Valerie went out for a late lunch with friends. That always makes your day. That is true, Stellar. That is true. Valerie, I'm glad you can use the box that I took you. And just to remind everybody, I was able to do the box back in the day, a couple of months ago when they put the school supplies out. I was able to do the box because of y'all's help. So this box that I took, Valerie, is in your honor. So thank you for that. It's not a lot. I'll post a photo over in the group. So it's not a whole lot, but it's going to help a few kids have a better Christmas. And it's nice that when you can stock up, and yeah. Okay, Busy Lady's reminding Stellar that she has a microwave. That's cool. Nice, Valerie. She says it's awesome. I agree. And I love and I'm still amazed at how well, YouTube brings people together and good things happen. Like you've got friends there that you got to have lunch with. I can count you as a friend. And of course, Stellar Piper, she doesn't count. She's my daughter. But Busy and Laurel and y'all are amazing. And I love now, Stellar, you got some scarves sent from Tanya, right? So I love the way you two brought us together, and I love that we support each other. That is like the coolest thing about YouTube. So it's really, really nice. That and food suggestions for Thanksgiving. Yeah. So for is this pandemic, is that going to impact you all's Thanksgiving plans? Because I know for us, it's not really so bad because we're doing what we've done before, with the exception of getting the COVID test before we go. Obviously, we've never done that before for Thanksgiving. But I'm hearing some families talk about not getting together at all. And then they're doing like a Zoom call or a Skype call or a Facebook call. And that's what they're doing. And I don't know if they're having it all day or what, but like I was talking to a woman by Facebook, and what they're doing is she's cooking dinner and her mom's cooking dinner, but she's going to be able, she's never cooked Thanksgiving dinner before, and she's going to be asking her mom questions while she cooks. So I got the impression they're having a really super extended conversation. And let's see. Okay, Stellar is saying yes, and they're going to be a huge help. Some of them are a little small, so I'm going to pass them to our emergency shelter for kids. That may also work for your clients that have kids too. Okay, Beverly, thank you for coming in. So enjoy your coffee. Have a nice, relaxing time. Valerie's saying that all of her kids can't come on the same day this year, and she says she doesn't know what she's doing. And people are saying goodnight to Beverly and John. And my John's coming into the RV, so it's wobbling.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's the way it is.
Try to step.
Step lightly, yeah. That is one thing about a travel trailer is it's wobbly, but it's got so many advantages. We would not be traveling right now during the pandemic, and we wouldn't have traveled this past summer had we not had this. The van camper is fabulous when it's just me, or like when it was me and the dog and we went to Alaska. But it's a little crowded for the second person as far as comfort right now, because the van camper is still designed for taking mission team stuff. Now that we have the trailer pulling behind the camper, we're going to change that up a little bit. But the RV has got your comforts of home. I'm going to do a tour on it. But with the RV, we're able, and like, let's say we are here at the campground, but we went to the grocery store before we left home, and we were going to eat out the other night, but we didn't, and that's fine. But we go to the grocery store before we leave home, and then most of our meals are right here. And then at the campground, social distancing has not been a problem, even here at the beach, which I'm really glad of, because like our plan was, if it's too crowded, we're going elsewhere. And we haven't had to worry about it. So same thing when we went this past summer across Tennessee. You're really not coming into contact with that many people. If you need to use the bathroom, you've got the RV. If you want a snack or something to eat, you've got the RV. So you're not having to really do as much COVID exposure as you would like on a regular vacation. So, and for us, part of the advantage is the numbers where we are, and I'll say where we are next week probably, but the numbers where we are as far as COVID is a lot lower than they are at home, which is good for us, like when we do go to the grocery store. But, even then, you still got to wear your mask. So it's nice. But yeah, we couldn't do anything if we didn't have it. But that's a side benefit to why we have it. So the main reason we have the RV is because we live 3 hours from Knoxville and my doctors are there, and we were spending money on hotels that we just didn't really need to spend, because when your doctor insists on doing lab work at 7 a.m. and you are 3 hours away, then you're getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go have labs drawn at 7. Try doing that a few times a year and go monthly or whatever. It wears you out. So you've either got a hotel bill or you've got extra gas, because it's like labs one day and then sometimes seeing the doctor the next day. It's a pain. But, yeah. So I just noticed it's 8 o'clock. Time flies. Now, don't tell me the fire's going down.
Well, not much. I'll put a few more logs on.
Let me show you.
Build it.
It is so tiny now that they may not be able to see that burning orange ember.
Oh, so you want a big fire? I can give you a big fire.
You probably can. Yeah, Stellar's saying not as much. The pain is changing docs, though. I'm not changing doctors. We finally got doctors that would, and that's one of the things that drives me crazy about all this, because finally got doctors that would work together, coordinate with the NIH, and all that jazz. So I'm not messing up that apple cart. Busy, it's good to see you too. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I hope you have a magnificent night. I'm going to see some of you tomorrow on the other channel at 9 p.m. So you all take care. Taylor says good to see you too. Yep. So y'all take care. Have a great night. Have a great week. And I'll see you on the next live stream, some of you. If not, Saturday's live stream, and sometimes during the week on the videos. So thanks for watching. Y'all take care, and I will see you next time. So bye, you all.